guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some MLB 2K12, and we have got the All-Star game coming from the 2012 franchise that I've been playing as the Detroit Tigers. So this is going to be kind of nice because when you play a franchise, or I guess you play anything for a certain amount of time, you really become attached to the players and you kind of get into what's going on here. So this is actually going to be pretty cool. Just, I don't know, there's like a rewarding feeling here with everything that's been taking place as we have 5 members of the Detroit Tigers on the American League team. You got Justin Verlander that you're seeing right here. We've got Doug Fister. We've got Chris Carpenter. We've got Prince Fielder. And we also have Miguel Cabrera. So that's going to be pretty awesome here now. Justin Verlander did get the opening nod. And we're going to start off here with the hit in the left field with Jacoby Ellsbury. Now, he is one of the fastest guys you are going to find in the game. And if I've got him on the team, you better believe I'm going to go ahead and use him here as he breaks for second, sliding, gets in there with a stolen base. No problem here at all. So kind of great way to start off the game here is we basically have a double right now. Since he went ahead, got a single, steals second. Look at that giant lead. I'm going for third. Why not here if I got Miguel Cabrera, a right-hander up at the plate? That one is going to go over the third baseman's head. I'm going to round third, come home, and that's the first run of the game off of an error by the National League All-Stars. So Prince Fielder up now, 1 out later. This one's going to go into the gap in left center, so Prince Fielder starting off here really well. Prince Fielder actually did win the home run derby from the franchise, as well as the real life one too. Oh, got to get back. That was so close. Prince Fielder's not the fastest guy that you are going to find. So I probably shouldn't do that as much. But anyway, here in the second inning, wow. National League getting on the board here as well with a deep hit in a right field. Ryan Howard getting that one and tying the game up at 1. So something very, very different than the All-Star game that I played earlier with the real rosters here as we ended up blanking them just like in what happened in real life, except it was the other way around. But that's not going to be the case here in this game as National League, of course, ties it up at this point. And I think this is going to be a lot tougher here because I've got, like I said, 5 players from my team. And it kind of makes me wonder if these guys weren't in it, would we have some better players playing for the American League? But both teams ended up with 100 overall, so I'm not worried about it too much. I think it's going to come down to who's going to play better, and gosh, I'm hoping that that's me here in this case. But Justin Verlander not doing too hot here at the beginning. Now, in the second inning still, this one goes up the middle. Justin Verlander ducking out of the way just so he's not hit by that one. Ellsbury running it down and throwing it in to the infield here. All right, so a number of hits have actually been hit off of JV, and that's a huge surprise for me. And now National League is threatening to get another run here as this hit's going to put runners on first and second. So somebody in scoring position here really puts the pressure on me at this point, though, to be able to get some kind of out here pretty quick, whether it be a fly ball, a strikeout, or hopefully we're looking at a double play on the ground. Now, you can see that 2K Sports has not changed Mike Stanton's name to Giancarlo here in the franchise. And the thing that's really frustrating about this, too, is the jerseys that they are wearing are from the 2011 All-Star game when it was played in Arizona. So that's something that 2K Sports decided not to change. And that's really frustrating, too, actually, when you think about it, because it's something that could have been very, very easy to fix. I mean, something that comes out with, like, an update of some sort, just that I have to download, whatever it may be here, just kind of get it updated. There's even a Twins logo on their sleeves. So I don't get that here, but what I do get is a strikeout right here with Justin Verlander helping me out, getting me out of that jam. Now Jones hitting this one into right center, keeping my streak here of some good hitting going here. Slides into second with a double of his own. So offense has been going really well for us here. And one of the things that I absolutely love about this is I have so much speed on my team. There I am stealing third again. And I think that this is what's going to help me win this game, though, is with all of these stolen bases that I'm going to be able to get. 4 out of the 9 guys that are going to be hitting here are 90 or above when you take a look at how quick that they are. So expect a lot of stolen bases. It's helping me out because both of my runs have come because we ended up going ahead and stealing a base at one point or another, getting me into scoring position, getting me over to third. Yeah, that's pretty awesome here. But anyway, another one that goes into the gap and another double. So we're going to keep this going here, that's for sure. If we can continue with this type of success, this game is in the bag. Now, National League has been getting some decent hits as well, but nothing to the type of frequency here that we've been getting. I mean, it's kind of been a hitting mismatch right now. Jacoby Ellsbury getting another hit that goes into the outfield. This time it goes into shallow center. Computer going to try and throw me out, but a bad throw. And if that one had been on, there's a pretty strong chance that McCann would go ahead and been able to tag me here to get the out. But with Jacoby Ellsbury on first, I'm going to go ahead and try and steal some bases with him again because it worked so well earlier. Why would I try and change something up here? I think I'm going to come out of this game here with an all-time record here for the All-Star game with stolen bases. Miguel Cabrera watching that one go by. There's Ellsbury going into second. I love this. Man, this is one of those things that if I had this kind of speed on my team, man, we would do just a phenomenal job. We would blow everybody out of the water here. But the only player that I have on the Detroit Tigers that's really speedy is Austin Jackson. Well, I guess Dirks is too when he's fully healthy here. But Doug Fischer's going to be coming in to replace Justin Verlander. Really, Verlander didn't do anything too worrisome here. I mean, he did let a home run go by, but I want to make sure that I get all my Tigers into the game here. So that's why I'm bringing Fischer in at this point. Another double for Jones. Should I try and go ahead and steal third with Jones too? I mean, it was something I did earlier and it worked out pretty well. You know what? Why not here? Swing and a miss. Oh, the same thing happens with Ellsbury. So he's going to come home after trying to steal third. Maybe I should do that more often because we got 2 times in this game here. The computer's missed it. This is a deep hit that goes off the wall. You can see my runners that are going over to second and third are pretty clumped together. But that's going to bring a runner home. And this has just been a tremendous inning for us here. Chris Iannetta getting that double here and an RBI. This has got to be one of the most successful innings I have had in any game so far. But the thing is when you got players of this kind of caliber who are just so good and are obviously here for a reason, of course we're going to have some kind of inning like this where we get a huge streak going and we just don't stop. But another hit. This is going to bring 1 runner home, maybe 2. I'm going to be rounding. Nope. Just kidding. All right, so Jacoby Ellsbury there on first now. I think you guys kind of get an understanding of what's going to happen now that I have Jacoby Ellsbury there. But haven't given you guys a score update here for some time. I mean, it is 6-0 here in the 4th. Miguel Cabrera at the plate once again. Now, I didn't get the stolen base here, but that brings 1 runner home. And once again, I have runners on first and third. So this is going to expand it to 7-1 now in the 4th inning. This is insane. Now with Miguel Cabrera here at first, and we got Jacoby Ellsbury at third, what I could do is I could go ahead and steal because we've got less than 2 outs. So even Miguel Cabrera is getting a stolen base in this game. Wow, so a good hit out of Prince Fielder or anybody else for the next few outs here could bring 2 runners home. You cannot show me what's coming, computer. 1 run, 2 run. Wow, 2 runs coming in here off of that single by Prince Fielder. 9-1 now. This has been completely one-sided. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have absolutely loved this. Because the thing is with pitching, I think that as a user, it is a lot easier to control how the pitching game is going to end up for you here. It's on the hitting side that's pretty tough. But you can see Norris is coming out. Norris was actually a reliever for Halladay here at the beginning. Wow, Tulo getting a great dive and catch right there to give us the first out of the 4th inning. Troy Tulowitzki, I think, definitely deserving to be in this All-Star game, too, since he's been able to have a great at-bat, and his defensive statistics have actually been off the charts here as well, which definitely why he's here. All right, so I'm bringing Jones out here. I'm bringing in Brett Gardner just because I wanted to go ahead and get more players in here than I did for the real All-Star game that I did right before this. I am kind of disappointed. I didn't get everybody in there that I wanted, but that's all right. So continuing on, though, here from the pitching side, I want to make sure I get all 3 of my guys in. So I had Verlander starting off, and then I had Fischer. Now we've got Carpenter coming up here. So Carpenter just doing a phenomenal job since he came over from the St. Louis Cardinals in real life. You guys know what's going on with him here. So it's kind of cool to be able to see him be able to play in this game. All right, so Now we've got Matt Kemp up here against Carpenter in the 6th. So not too much has happened here since that huge 4th inning that I have had from an offensive standpoint, I guess I should say. But, gosh, that was great. I'm glad we only had 1 inning of it, though, because I think it'd be kind of ridiculous if I had multiple innings of 6 runs in 1 inning. But, man, still, you got to admit, I mean, when you have innings like that, I mean, that's just phenomenal. And I think it's a lot easier, like I was saying, with when you got guys like this on your team with so much contact and so much power. I'm not going to lie, though, I am surprised we only have 1 home run this game coming from the National League in Howard. Maybe things will change here a little bit later on. Plenty of time here for the game. I mean, we got 3 innings left. So we got some good stuff here. So 1-2 count here for Matt Kemp. Watching that one go by for ball 2. Now I am trying to throw something a little bit dirty at him here. See if I can force him to go ahead and swing at something that he shouldn't and get the strikeout that way here. But that one works. A 12-6 curve. It's kind of a little bit of a ridiculous swing here, but I've been throwing a lot of fastballs here, and kind of looks like that's what Matt Kemp was expecting. But anyway, 6th inning, 2 outs here. Prince Fielder now on this 4-seamer. This one's going deep into left field. This one is going to go over the wall, and we will have 1 home run from the American League in this one. And not a surprise that it's coming from Prince Fielder, who's hit a lot of home runs for me so far this season. He's sitting at 24. And then he also, like I mentioned earlier, won that home run derby here as well. So you guys should go ahead and check that out if you haven't got a chance to be able to see that already. Dang, fireworks too. They're going all out for us here in this. But Prince Fielder stepping on the plate. That's going to add to the lead here now. And we're looking at another pull here with the pitcher. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring Carpenter out. Carpenter is the last of my Tigers pitchers who is going to be in this game. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in Lester from the Boston Red Sox. So I've gotten 4 pitchers here so far in this game. All of them are starters. We'll see what John Lester can do, though, here as we go up against Michael Morris, who was also in the home run derby. He didn't do too bad. But, ooh, that's not a great way to start it off here. I keep forgetting every once in a while here, too, that Lester is a left-hander. So if I kind of throw a 2-seamer that ends up starting out of the strike zone here and then drifting further out, that's just because I forgot. So many of my players on my team here are right-handers when you look from a pitching standpoint. I think all of my starters are right-handers. And then I got Aroldis Chapman. Shoot, I can't remember off the top of my head if Aroldis Chapman is a right-hander or a left-hander. But what I do know, though, is Valverde. He's a right-hander, too. So the guys that I go with pretty often here, I mean, these guys are right-handers. So it's something that I just don't even think about. But anyway, looking at another great play from Tulo. Man. Tulowitzki showing off his stuff here for everybody in this game. I mean, he should win a Golden Glove or something like that. Just for everything that he's been doing this game. And this season, I guess I should say as well, not just this game. Can you imagine if you got that just from one game? By the way, Aroldis Chapman is a left-hander. My bad. I totally spaced out on that. But anyway, this one going out to left field. Gardner running it down. And it looks like the National League, though, is continuing to get some hits. It's kind of know that even though they're down by 9 runs, they're still not giving up here. Here's another hit off of Lester that goes into center field. So now the National League is threatening some runs here once again as they have runners on first and second. So Lester's really not doing anything here that I would be concerned with. I mean, it's just like with what happened with Justin Verlander. And these guys are good. They're getting some hits here. So now this one is going to end up causing a run to go on the board here for the National League. And because I decided to throw it home, it puts runners on second and third now, 10-2. Kind of wishing I had just thrown it to the cutoff man. Would have allowed that run to go through, which I don't think I really had a chance to be able to stop at all. And then we'd have runners here on first and third at the corners. And it'd be less of a risk for 2 runs. But how about 3 as this one goes into center field? And with Jacoby Ellsbury, I'm just fooling around here. Just going to dive for it here. But Tulo, after having 2 great defensive plays, has one amazing offensive play here with that 3-run bomb, 417 feet. He really got a hold of that one as well. So that is going to put the National League even closer here to me, as this is going to be a 10-5 game. So it's still a 5-run difference. I'm not too worried about it. But they're definitely getting some offense going here late in the game. And You know, you guys hear me say this with some of these teams. They definitely have a lot of potential. I mean, they could come in with 5 runs in an inning, no problem at all. When you've got all-stars, 5 runs is very easy to do. I mean, you guys saw me get 6. If they get 6 as well, then they've got the lead. So Ryan Howard up now, who had that home run at the beginning of the game here for the National League All-Stars here that got him on the board, is up at the plate now. So I am kind of worried now, because with Lester giving up 1 home run, greatly reduced some of his pitches. Now I got to find something else I got to go with here besides what had been working. There's another one of those mistakes I make here, forgetting that Lester's a lefty. 1-1 count now. This one swung and a miss. 12-6 curve. You guys know I love that pitch. It works so well. It's definitely holding true here against these elite players here from the National League. Swinging and miss here on that high fastball, strike 3, and it seems like that the high fastball, you don't see those too much anymore here that are called. So I'm kind of glad though that I'm able to get them swinging at least on it. But however I get the outs, I'm okay with it. Now continuing to get some offense going here. Once again with Ellsbury, I steal second. Gosh, I should have kept track on how many stolen bases this was for him here, because he's having a phenomenal game. This is what I was saying. If I had Jacoby Ellsbury or just anybody like that on my team, man, we'd be looking at a lot of stolen bases. Getting over to third as well. See, this is what I mean. I mean, you got somebody, sure, who you can have him hit for power. That's all fine. But if you can get somebody who has great contact and a lot of speed like Jacoby Ellsbury, he can do more damage. I figured, you know what, why not try to steal home? Probably not the best pitch to go on here, as that was a 2-seamer. A 94 mile an hour at that, too. I wonder if it was along the lines of a 70 or something like that here. Just some other kind of pitch we'd be looking at me stealing home. But Big Papi getting the home run here as well. I went ahead and I brought him in for Prince Fielder. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because I don't think Prince Fielder would have hit 2 in this game. So the fact that I got Big Papi kind of sharing the love here as well with the home run that's pretty fun here. Go ahead and bring him in as a pinch hitter. He gets a home run. Shoot, if Big Papi is ever in a position for you guys to pick him up, proof right here, he makes a great pinch hitter at least, but it's the All-Star game. And the thing is this game all around is just so different than what happens in the franchise mode as well, because everybody is at 100% of their energy. So this is the game where they are all in their prime, playing their best. But anyway, Teixeira ends up getting hit after that home run. What was that all about? I really don't think it was anything. I think we're just looking at the pitcher here, have his composure down quite a bit. But Lester, I am sorry, but you're going to be coming out here since we are in the 9th inning. I absolutely had to do this out of respect to the greatest closer to ever play the game, Mariano Rivera. Definitely deserves being in here just with all of the great stuff that Mariano Rivera has done over the years. I'm kind of glad we got a chance to be able to pitch with him here in this game. But starting things off here doesn't look that great, though, as another hit goes into center field. So both teams haven't really been lacking hits at all, but man, I've been hitting the ball like nothing else in this game. And that was actually holding true in the last All-Star game as well. And see, it gets kind of more lopsided here when you got some really good players on your team. But anyway, now in this position here, I'm not too worried. I mean, it's not like it's a save situation. I'm up by 7 here, 12-5. And this is going to be a double play. Cano, Andrus, over to Teixeira. So getting the double play right there, making it 2 out. So we're 1 out away from winning the All-Star game. And this will be kind of nice for me, because if I can make it to the World Series, I want to have that home field advantage. And that's what I'm working for. I mean, it's kind of nice that for me in this game, it actually means something. It's like whenever I play Madden or something like that, we get to the Pro Bowl, I usually just skip it because it really doesn't have any effect on what goes on here in the game. But this actually matters. So this is a big game for me. That's the approach that I'm taking. And with a 12-5 lead, I definitely played the way that I was wanting to here. In the end, though, it's just the wins that matter. And I think I've got it here as we're looking at an 0-2 count now after that fastball here. And Mariano Rivera. Let's try a fastball high and inside, see if we can catch Aramis Ramirez swinging at that one. He does, and that is going to end the 2012 All-Star game for my Detroit Tigers franchise. Look at that. 20 hits in one game. That is insane. But when you got players like this, you're definitely going to be able to do that. Of course, Jacoby Ellsbury gets MVP of the game here. Man, stealing bases like it was nothing. I love this. I got to find a way to see if I get Jacoby Ellsbury before July 31st. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to watch the real All-Star game, you guys can watch that. If you also want to watch the home run derby that I did with the franchise and also with the players here from real life, you guys can definitely check that out as well. But thank you again so much for watching, you guys. I really do appreciate it. As always, though, I hope you guys have a good one.